And joining me now over the phone to give us a little more insight into the American Physical Society is Becky Thompson, who's head of public outreach for the APS. Becky, first off, I want to thank you for joining me today. And why don't you give us a little general overview real quick about your organization?
Hi, thanks very much. I work for the American Physical Society. It's a professional organization for physicists. Its main goal is to get physicists talking to each other through meetings and journals and things like that. But they also have a commitment to exciting and inspiring the general public, which is where I come in. So we have a small department, 3 full-time employees, and we do a ton of different outreach programs. Probably our biggest is the website that's actually hosting the Science Off the Sphere videos, Physics Central. We also do a series of comic books, a program specifically for middle schoolers where we send out equipment to do for fun physics experiments, as well as a lot of different exciting education and outreach programs.
Okay, and can you tell us how did you guys get hooked up with Don? Did you reach out to him, or was he? Because we know he always liked to do the Saturday science stuff on his last flight. How exactly did you guys get linked up with him?
Actually, it was a happy accident, just a lucky meeting at the National Science Teachers Association conference. We had a booth there where we were distributing our materials, letting people know about all the programs that we run, and someone from Johnson Space Center, Cindy MacArthur, happened to stop by our booth and see what we were doing, and we told her all about our website. And she knew that Don really enjoyed doing Saturday morning science, but the biggest issue was that there wasn't quite the right place to host the videos. So she got in touch with us, and it kind of went from there, and we ended up being able to host and have, create an audience for these videos, starting with the audience we already had for Physics Central. And it's a wonderful partnership, a great way to let people know about our programs, to be able to show Don's videos. We have a wonderful time getting the footage. He is just fantastic to work with, sends us amazing amounts of footage, and we edit them and put them on our website and have really created a following for that program.
Well, he's certainly gotten down some great videos so far. Why don't we talk a little bit about your audience? You said you're focused on getting physicists to talk to everybody. So, and from what I understand, most of the people that are actually in your organization are physicists. Is that correct?
Yep, that's correct. We represent about 50,000 physicists, both in the U.S. and internationally. And we're really the go-to organization to both publish. We publish the premier journals in physics, and to go to our meetings and just have a way to talk to other physicists about what they do, and learn about the current research in different fields of physics. But one of the things that APS really has a commitment to is other programs to get more people interested and excited about physics, and we have our department to do that. We have an education department that's focusing on creating physics teachers that have the knowledge to teach high school physics, to also to make sure undergraduate education in physics is successful. We have a department that's specifically talks to Congress, lets them know about the importance of research, and we have a group that reaches out to people internationally. So in addition to our commitment to getting physicists to talk to each other, we also have a commitment to getting the rest of the population excited.
Gotcha. And so with these videos, we're taking a look again at that water droplet one, and that certainly caught my eye, and I can imagine any school child or even high school kids, anything like that are watching are just going to be instantly fascinated by it. What about our physicist population? Have they been really excited? Because I'd imagine they don't get a ton of video from this microgravity environment unless it's from somebody on the International Space Station. What's their response been like?
It's been wonderful. As you saw in the video that was just shown, every week Don poses a challenge question, and one of the ways that we can see who's viewing the videos and who's really engaging is by looking at the people that are responding to the challenge question. And what's neat is we get a wide range. We get people that are professional physicists or physicists by training that have moved into different careers, and that's neat to watch. We even had one challenge submission that once cited a Physical Review Letters article, and so we have a wide range of people, and then we have middle school science classes that are also submitting answers. And so the physics community is absolutely loving that, loving seeing what's going on, loving having a different way of looking at concepts that they've spent their life studying.
Okay, and real quick question: among these videos, has there been any one in particular that's been very popular with people?
Well, there's one that comes to mind, the anti-bubble video, which wasn't this past week but the week before, was picked up by a group in the UK and has at this point gotten almost 200,000 views on YouTube. So that was extremely popular, and we're really, really excited about the one that's going up today. It should be up in about an hour or two, with water droplets on a speaker. And I think internally we are very, very excited about this one. It even has some neat music at the end. So we're hoping that one gets the same reception that the anti-bubbles video has gotten.
Well, it certainly sounds pretty cool, and we'll be watching out for it. What about, for the future? Do you guys plan on doing these for the rest of Don's spaceflight?
Absolutely. We will put up anything that he sends down. We're constantly excited about new footage. We really hope he continues doing this for as long as he's up there. We've gotten such a great reception. People are so excited about it, and we definitely, definitely love it and want it to continue as long as it possibly can.
Well, it certainly seems like he's having a lot of fun doing them, and I know we're all having a lot of fun watching them. Well, Becky, I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and anybody interested in seeing those videos, be sure and check out the American Physical Society's website at www.physicscentral.com/explore/SOTS. So again, Becky, thank you so much, and we'll be looking out for that video later today.
Great. Thank you so much for having me.